Meet Arangomedica. This is our entry for ArangoDB challenge. This is a medical AI powered by ArangoDB. So what problem we are trying to solve? So ArangoDB-powered AI agent is solving a graph-based medical intelligence problem where patients, diseases, symptoms, and treatments are interconnected. Our AI can analyze this relationship to provide insights like finding the most critical symptom for a disease, example hypertension, asthma, predicting potential diseases for a patient based on symptoms, finding treatments that work best for certain diseases, identifying patients at high risk based on co-occurring symptoms, detecting the hidden patterns in medical data using graph analysis. So why we have used the synthetic data? Because it can simulate real-world medical graphs, test AI algorithms at scale, develop a working prototype. We persisted the data in batches of say 1,000 into the cloud-based ArangoDB, and as we persisted the entire data set that we created, it consists of 9,409 nodes and 1,97,116 edges. So this is a visualization of subgraph. Our AI agent. Our AI agent, when you put in a query, it reads our question, breaks it into some smaller tasks, fetches data from the database, runs a smart algorithm to find the answer, explain the result in simple terms. Why this is powerful? It automates complex graph analysis, no need for human expert. It works dynamically. It figures out the best approach based on our solution. It's explainable. The AI tells us what the answer makes and what's the sense of it. So our solution consists of 5 different tools that we have combined together to do the AI agentic approach. So one is simple data retrieval, graph algorithm analysis, combining database and graph analysis. This is the hybrid query. Extracting a subgraph plus visualization. We have taken an approach of hybrid query 2, where ArangoDB for structural graph database queries, Network X for graph analytics, GPT for reasoning and query interpretation. So our demo, we have used 2 agentic approach. First one is OpenAI agentic integration with LangChain and LangGraph. The second one is Microsoft's AutoGen framework. So let's take a look at the demo itself. So we are into the notebook right away. Here we have the entire information of a notebook. So let's dive into some of the queries that are there. Okay. So let's take a look at this query, where we see identify the most influential symptoms among patients diagnosed with diabetes using PageRank analysis. So let's run through it. So you'll see the information popping up. It contains all the information. It goes to the Arango graph QA chain first, generating and executing the query. Then it produces the results. Again, it finishes the chain. It gets the information of fatigue, urination. Then again, it generates code. See how it is generating the code on its own. It making decisions for the entire logic. And finally, we come up with the result. Tech analysis identifies several symptoms commonly associated with patients. So that's the result we are getting. Now let's take a look at one of the hybrid queries, like find the most common symptoms associated with disease asthma. If we just run through it, we'll see that it goes to the hybrid mode, and there are a lot of nesting that is happening in a hybrid query. So it goes to the Arango QA chain first. It takes the information of it, then it again chains it into another information, where it again enters the Arango QA graph QA chain and formulates an answer. So the final answer you'll see, like the symptom associated with disease asthma are cough, chest tightness, and wheezing. So these are other queries that have been used. So let's take a look at AutoGen framework. So we'll look at this like some information that's being provided. First of all, for AutoGen, we have installed the AutoGen agent that's required. Then the AutoGen pip installation is done for AutoGen framework. We have included all the tools. This is the system prompt. Then we have the graph assistant tool, and finally, if we see, if we run through this, say visualizes the betweenness values and PageRank. So if we run through this particular code itself, it would use the visualize metrics tool, and it generates the entire information, the PageRank and the analysis for it. So if we move on, to say a hybrid query. List recommended systems for tuberculosis. Let's take a look at one hybrid query. Yeah, so you identify the most influential symptoms among patients diagnosed with diabetes using PageRank. So if we just click on it, it goes to the hybrid query mode. So the tool is hybrid query. First it goes directly into the Arango graph QA chain. It fetches the results, finishes the chain, and then generates the network export. Wait for a while. Again it gets all the information. It's formulating the final answer. So that's it. So that's our entry.